Allah.
All right. Um, so we will start reading the story, but as people come in, they can listen in. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining MAPS MCOC Welcoming Ramadan series. We will be reading a book today called Celebrate the World Ramadan. It's about Ramadan, and we will be reading this book with permission from the Simon Publishing. All right. Are you ready, Layla? Okay. Let me share my screen.
I'm gonna fix the computer a little bit. I fixed I'm fixing it.
That's really good. Let me, I'm trying to get the camera. There we go. Ramadan, written by Hannah Elliott and illustrated by Rasheen. In the 9th month of the year, when the crescent moon first appears in the sky, it's time to celebrate Ramadan. Ramadan lasts one whole month. It's a time to reflect on ourselves, to be thankful, and to help others. During this special month, we eat and drink only when it's dark outside. Before the sun peeks out each day, we have a big meal called suhoor. We fill our bellies with foods that will give us energy all day. When the sun disappears in the evening, we gather with family and friends to break our fast. We eat a date, then we share a meal called iftar. Layla, do you know Ramadan?
Yes.
What do you remember about Ramadan?
I remember about when my grandma, when he was going to Ramadan, I just followed her, and then after it's done, we just go back home and then see what's gonna go on.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Layla. All right. In Ramadan, we fast because we know that there are many people who are less fortunate than us. We appreciate how lucky we are. Do you know what less fortunate means?
Uh, I don't know yet.
It means they don't have maybe as much money to buy their own food, or maybe they don't have as much money to buy new clothes, right? So these are people who are less fortunate. So
Oh,
you are lucky that you have mom and dad to get meals and to make food. Some people don't have that. And we should thank Allah that we are able to have those things. And at the same time, Ramadan comes to remind us that we need to have those things and share them with others too, right? That
yes.
we can give to the poor as well. All right. During Ramadan, mothers and fathers still go to work and children still play, go to school, and see friends. There are some children here playing and they're at school, and it will still be Ramadan.
I played at school all day.
Do you know when Ramadan is coming?
Uh, I don't know.
Well, it's coming in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, almost 2 weeks, and Ramadan will be here. And that's the time when we go to places together as families and we meet our friends and we eat iftar together. All right. But throughout the whole month, we think about what is most important to us. We spend time with family because family is really important. We pray. And I see people here and they're praying, Gregs.
Awesome.
We lend a helping hand and try to do other good deeds.
You know, teams are kind of when you're alone, when you're both with two people. That's how when you walk in the street, you stop.
Mhm. Yeah, and it seems like this little girl is helping the old man cross the street. So helping is really good in Ramadan. And I see the dad is helping the mom plant some flowers. Maybe the brother is helping the sister by reading her a book too. That's really awesome. And these are great examples of help that you can do in Ramadan.
Yeah.
When the new crescent moon finally appears in the sky, it marks the end of Ramadan. We celebrate with a big feast called Eid al-Fitr, which is also called the Sweet Festival. When it's Eid time, we usually go to the masjid, we pray, and then we gather with our friends and family, right? And we eat yummy food like this one. For the next 3 days, we eat and we pray and we give each other gifts. Sometimes when I was little, my parents would give me money for a gift. And it was always
Me
brand new.
too.
Yeah, and it was really, really,
They get me presents and it's amazing. I like it. You
yeah,
know, when you have a doll, when you have a soccer ball and a mat, you can buy anything you want.
that's very true. Ramadan may be over, but we will remember what it taught us. We will remember to love our family, pray, and give back to others all throughout the year. So, I would like to ask you about how you celebrate Ramadan. Good morning, Amina and Ruqayya. How are you?
Good.
Good. So, tell me, how do you celebrate Ramadan?
I celebrate Ramadan every single night. We go in our living room and my mom makes food and we eat and pray and do everything and celebrate.
That's really awesome. And do you know how long you do it for? How many days or how many nights?
30 days.
Yeah, it's
A lot.
it's around 30 days. That's very true. What
And
is
we
the
fast
most
and
fun
then we
thing?
eat, and then we pray.
I love how you eat and then you pray. What is the most fun thing you do in Ramadan?
Eat
Eat.
at night. Yeah. And fast.
Do you find sometimes the food is extra special in Ramadan?
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes she make a salad and kunefa and a lot of yum stuff.
Yeah, what about you, Layla? What do you eat in Ramadan? What's
Oh,
your
I
favorite
like to
food
eat
in Ramadan?
soup, green soup, and I eat other kinds of food, chicken
Yeah,
and hot dog.
yeah,
I
yummy.
love all these things. And patties. That's,
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you like to eat kunefa too?
yes, I do.
That's awesome. It says here that we eat meals with friends. Do you ever wake up for suhoor?
Yes, I do.
Suhoor is a late meal at night, right before Fajr time. So mommy and daddy will probably wake you up at night and tell you, wake up for suhoor. But you are very little. Maybe the older siblings would wake up, but you are very little, and maybe sometimes mama and baba will leave you to sleep in. But have you ever woken up at night to eat suhoor?
No.
No. Um, What about sharing meals with friends? Did you ever share your Ramadan meals with friends and family?
Yeah.
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 So tell me about it.
I shared it with Sif once.
Is Safe your brother?
I shared it with my mom.
That's awesome. Do you ever have people over?
No.
Okay. Well, I've been over to your house before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ramadan.
No,
Okay.
I know something. I know something. I know
Go
something.
ahead, Go ahead, Layla.
When I drink some tea after night, and I share snacks with my friends because when they're hungry, and I let them come inside my home, and I let them see my room, and I let them see my bunnies.
That's really nice of you, Layla. All right. It also says here that in Ramadan we learn to appreciate the good things that we have, like the food and the clothes, and it helps us also or remind us to give to others too who need the food and the clothes. Have you ever made sadaqah during Ramadan where you
Yeah.
give money to the poor or put it in a box in the masjid?
You did it. You did it.
Yeah, I did.
Amina, you did it once?
Yeah, she did it once. I never got to.
That's awesome. You know,
I was
there's
at gymnastic at that time.
mashallah. But
I
there's
know
days
it.
I can't. And because Ramadan is a month of um giving, it also would look like here, especially here in the United States, it will look like any other day probably when we're going to school. We still go to school, we probably still go to our sports, right? um so we have to continue working hard. Have you ever tried fasting in Ramadan?
No. No.
What about you,
Still
Layla?
young
You ever
for
fast?
that. I'm still young for that, but I really want to try fasting.
I was still like this age like that. I was just taking my clothes outside
Yeah.
because when somebody wants to do my new clothes, dress up my new clothes, and when I saw outside and then I said, there's no small clothes anymore. Now when I grow, I was said I got new clothes again.
Yeah. All right. So I heard Amina and Ruqayya say that in Ramadan they sit with family and
Yeah,
they
we do
eat
sit with
together and
Just
they
eat
pray together. Do you know any other things that you do together with family during Ramadan?
Yeah, sometimes when we decorate, and yeah, and sometimes we play games
Mm-hmm.
in
What about
Ramadan, and
you?
it's very fun. And when Ramadan comes, we're gonna fast.
Yeah, we also fast. And you know, because you're little, you can just fast maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, so we are 6, so we can drink water because
Mm-hmm.
we can.
Because you're still little.
When Ramadan when Ramadan comes, we when Ramadan comes, me and Nukaya are gonna fast.
That's awesome. I'm glad you will try fasting this Ramadan, inshallah.
Yeah.
What about you, Layla? What do you do with your family during Ramadan?
Oh, we run outside together and
Mm-hmm.
I play with my friends.
That's awesome.
And we go somewhere all the time. And this is not that boring.
Yeah. All right. And then we pray. And then we also help others. Have you ever helped someone during Ramadan?
Yes.
So give me an example of something you did that helped others. And those others, by the way, they don't have to be strangers. They could be your siblings, they could be your brother or sister, they could be your mom. So have you ever helped your mom in Ramadan, maybe setting up the table, maybe cleaning your room, maybe Yeah, go ahead.
Me too. I helped my mom. Mina helps our mom set up the table for Ramadan. Me
Oh,
too.
awesome. You too, Amina, do you do that too?
Yeah, I once helped, and we put the spoons in the plates.
That's awesome. What about you, Layla? Layla, do you help Mama in Ramadan?
Oh, I do. I help my dad do gardening.
Excellent.
And I help my dad. I run with my dad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When he needs help when he falls, and
Yeah.
I actually got extra band-aids.
Excellent. So you can give him some?
And when my mom needs help again, I clean up her closet, and when my dad needs help cleaning up the garage, that's what I do.
That's awesome. You're such a good help, Layla.
But I like to eat. I eat yogurt a little bit because I was hungry.
That's okay. Really fine. All right. What about Eid? At the end of Ramadan, we get to Eid. So I want to know from you, how do you celebrate Eid? What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Let's have Amina share first this time.
You clean your bed, and that's it. You clean your bed.
Okay, what about you, Ruqayya?
When I woke up in the morning, I cleaned my bed, and
remember,
and then
I want the
not
other
just any day, but Eid.
and then my mom says to go upstairs because she actually put some presents on the bed. Yeah. That's what she did, and it was in the presents were so cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see my mom what he's gonna do. Mama, not this, not this, not this.
What about you, Layla? How do you celebrate Eid? Do you remember getting gifts in Eid?
I remember I get gifts to my friends with mom and me. And we celebrate arm bracelets, and then we tap it on our arms. And then this was gonna be so fun. And then we go to somebody's home.
Yes, that's awesome. I think that's an excellent way to celebrate Eid, is to get together with friends. Do you remember going to the prayers at the mosque, at MAPS maybe? Have you ever been to the Eid prayers there? And
yeah, I've been there before.
And what's there? Do you remember what is outside the mosque when you're done with the prayers? Is there anything that you remember that's outside the mosque? Maybe
I forgot. There's like this pointy thing that says something on there. Arabic word. I don't know what it says.
Okay. Do you see during Eid prayer? Do you see the stands with the balloons, and sometimes there is popcorn and cotton candy. Sometimes there are fridges with ice cream and yeah, these are awesome stands.
I only seen balloons and cotton candy over there. I never seen ice cream over there.
Yeah, and there's usually lots of people at the mosque. But maybe last Ramadan because of the COVID, and we were probably home all the time. But hopefully this Ramadan things will be a little bit better, and we'll be able to attend the Eid prayers at the mosque, inshallah.
Yeah.
Right. So I wanted to also share with you some pictures, and I'll stop sharing this and I'll share another presentation that has pictures about Ramadan. And I want to ask you if you ever see those things where or do things similar. So in Egypt, and I know Layla and both Amina and Ruqayya are also from Egypt. I know that in Egypt they have lots of lanterns like these, which we will make today, by the way, and lanterns like this. Do you have one of those lanterns at home or something similar?
I have some lanterns. I have one lantern.
One lantern. What about you, Layla? Do you have a lantern? Any of these things that light up in
No,
Ramadan?
I didn't have a lantern, but I do have lights over there outside around, but they glow at night.
Yes, and that's an awesome time to also put those lights on in Ramadan, right? As a way to celebrate. In Egypt, sometimes a man comes at night and knocks on a drum and says, Isha ya naim, Ramadan Kareem. They say that, and they do that at night to wake up people for suhoor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't hear.
Really cool.
Last time in Ramadan I was in Egypt, I heard him probably just once. They don't come as often as they used to a long time ago. And then does your suhoor or the meal that you eat at night or your iftar might look like that at all? Do you eat eggs and fruit?
We eat eggs.
You eat eggs?
Times in
Awesome.
the morning. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here, there are dates. Do you eat dates in Ramadan?
Oh, I love dates. They're so yummy.
Yes. And there is kunafa,
Balah.
the balah, yeah. And kunafa and yummy food. So people in Ramadan are always busy cooking, right?
You know, I know something.
Share it, Layla.
I love Kanefa, and I love this one, and I love everything of the food my mom makes because it's so delicious, and all the time when I do thumbs up.
That's awesome, Layla. There are also in Ramadan people who are busy preparing food for the poor. So they make food in big quantities like this. Look at this huge table full of plates with.
I know. They work so hard.
I know, but they work so hard, mashallah, so they can feed others who don't have food. So this is a great.
You know, the people that are homeless, they don't need to pay.
They can eat food too.
Yeah, they help people.
Yes, because
they help people that don't have money.
Right. So this boy here is helping preparing dishes for the poor people so they can come and eat, which is a great thing to do in Ramadan.
Yes. And you get hasanats for doing that?
Yes, you definitely do. MashaAllah. In Ramadan, we try to collect as many hasanat as we can. So we do all the nice things and we stop ourselves from being angry and being unkind, right?
So yeah, and if you're angry, you put your hand in your tummy and you take 5 deep breaths.
Excellent. Yeah. This way you become calm and you earn hasanat for it too. MashaAllah.
Yeah.
And then these are pictures of people celebrating Eid after the end of Ramadan. Some people have balloons, others are hugging each other and saying Eid Mubarak or Happy Eid. These are kids hugging each other. This girl is playing with a balloon. All right. So today we will actually be doing some lanterns, but they're paper lanterns because they're easier to make at home. The plastic ones are not very easy to make at home. You have to buy these. So we will do this. So did Mama print for you a piece of paper?
No.
Lanterns on it?
No.
Okay. Even if she hasn't.
Oh, is that this?
All you really need is a piece of paper and you fold it into 2. Do you think you can do that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go get a piece of paper, okay?
A pair of scissors too.
Okay.
Right.
I got mine. I don't know how to make it.
I'll show you. So yeah.
I have a paintbrush and scissors.
That's awesome. And we might need
I'm just gonna find it now.
Sounds good.
I need paintbrush and scissors. I got scissors. Now I'm gonna find paintbrush.
You look at the paintbrush.
Yes, I do. See, guys. Sorry, my mom says I can't use a paintbrush.
Because it already has drawings on it.
Scissor and paper.
I have to do it.
طب cut it first.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So you get a piece of paper like this.
Just follow the instructions.
Let me actually, I'll stop sharing this screen. But that's how it will look like, or this is how it will look like.
It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'll stop sharing this and then I'll share with you my camera so you can see what I'm doing.
I'm supposed to hold it like this.
So here's my piece of paper, and then I fold it like this, and I press on the crease like that. And now it's sideways. So if we open it, we'll open it this way.
You can help me.
And then if you have a regular piece of paper, Ruqayya will actually fold it the other way, not the long way, but the short way. You did it like this. We want to do it the short way.
Oh, that way.
Mhm. So it's shorter. Yeah, excellent. And then with our pair of scissors, if you have the printed one, that should already have lines. But we try to you can either draw the lines with a ruler, or you can just cut them, and it's really up to you, because this is like a design that you want to do. So if I use a ruler like this, I can draw the lines and leave the same space between the lines, like do a line from the ruler on this side and a line on this side. I can do that, or I can just start cutting. It doesn't really matter. So I'll try it with the ruler, and I'll try it without the ruler to show you how it might look like.
Can I show you? Can I talk to you a second?
Yes.
I don't want. My mom don't want me to get a paintbrush.
That's okay. You don't have to paint it right now, because you know paint brushes make mess. So right now we can cut it and then you can decorate it later. Or if you have the one that's printed, or if the one that Mama printed for you might have already decorations and you don't need to use a paintbrush for that. So then you get your pair of scissors and you cut from the part that's closed. You see how when you open the paper, this part is closed and this part is open?
Yeah.
Now you use the part that's closed and you cut, but don't cut all the way. Otherwise it's going to break, right?
Yeah.
So just cut a little bit, like maybe halfway, just halfway like this. So can you do it with me step by step?
Halfway.
Then we can go to the next line and do another halfway. And if you don't have lines on yours, it's okay. You can just cut another line next to it. And we do the third line, also halfway.
I don't know how to do it.
دي كتير.
Cut it first.
Okay, I did it.
Awesome. And
Can
the
I
last
talk to you
one,
a second? I did it. I'm making a link.
that's the
No,
deal.
no.
So you cut as many as you can. Sometimes people like to make them even smaller strips.
Can I
I'll
talk
cut
to you
them-
a second?
Yes, I can.
My mom don't knows how to do it.
I'll show it to you again, Layla, and then you can show Mama. I'll cut the very last piece because I will need that for my handle. So this one, I'll cut it all the way through. and it's a smaller piece. So you can cut a piece all the way through and just put it on the side.
You do it.
احنا عندنا printed one that's different.
So I go all the way like that.
Okay, here it is again. If you have a plain piece of paper, you can start cutting strips from the closed end. You put the scissors at the closed end right here. And I'll make more cuts because I like them to be thinner. And my ruler was really thick. So I'll make more cuts. Here's one, and then I'll take this side and make another cut in the middle. And then the third one, and I'll do a third cut in the middle. And remember, I don't cut it all the way up to here. I don't do that. And then the third one, I will do this. And I think this is the last one. I have a little piece for the handle. And then I have this big piece too. Now, if we open this now, this is how it's gonna look like. So we want to open it up.
Open it up.
Then we want to
The handle.
turn it around like this. See how we do this. So I'm folding it around in a cone, in a kind of a cylinder, like a can, like this. I can do this again. So my paper is flat like this. The crease is, this is how I close it. This is how I open it. And then you fold it around like this. See, I'm still holding it and I'm turning it around. And then now this is where you'll need the help, because you will need to stick it with glue or tape from this end and this end. You can also use a stapler. I like to use staplers, so I'll get my stapler like this.
Stapler.
And I will
You need a stapler.
here like that.
And these two.
You can also use tape or glue.
Can I talk to you a second?
Sure. Yes. Go ahead.
Empty. You know, my glue is empty.
What is
I
empty?
it all.
Oh, your glue's all empty? You can also use tape.
I don't have tape.
Mama can help with the stapler later. So that's how the lid.
I'm trying to get out.
Yeah, you can try to do that, or you can wait until Mama comes so you don't make a mess.
I'm not making a mess. I'm trying to be careful.
You're awesome, Layla.
Here's mine, Rahim.
Look, it's yours, Ruqayya. That looks pretty.
There's mine, Tante Rahim.
Out.
Awesome. I love it.
You found a stapler? Thank you. My mom found the stapler.
That's really cool. And then now we can put the handle in. So this is my handle, the piece I cut from the paper. And I can also glue this in or staple it. And you know, we can make many of these. Make smaller ones, we can make larger ones.
Be careful, your finger will hot. Oh, what happened?
Oh, clip it inside D. No, clip it inside D.
Look at this. So scary. My mom found a stapler.
That's awesome. So now this is the lantern. Of course, we can cut it and make it a little bit shorter. Instead of it being very long like this, we can make another one.
Here's my Tante Rahim.
Show it to me. Oh, it looks so pretty.
Thank you.
there are more designs that we sent in the chat. Designs you can print. They're already colorful. Oh, look at yours, Nina. That looks so.
My mom's gonna do so pretty.
That is
Oh,
so.
look the line.
Oh, I like yours a lot with the lines. Very pretty.
With the polka dots.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I love polka dots.
there's mine.
All the time when my pants are small, they get down and then I pull it up. And then it gets down and I pull it up. This
Yeah.
now I can move it back to the box and then somebody took it.
Yes. So you can be creative. You can do more of these and hang them on a string around the house to celebrate Ramadan. You can maybe involve your brothers and sisters in doing that too, and make more of them and put them around for decorations or hang them in your room. And
There's
then
mine to him.
it looks so pretty, Amina, mashallah. حلوة قوي يا ليلى.
Here's mine.
I was doing it with the stapler because it was not working.
That's really awesome.
By the way, it's small.
It's pretty. It's good. All right. So I wanted to tell you that this actually concludes our session today, our story time. Thank you all for joining the MCOC Welcoming Ramadan series story time. And at 5 p.m., there will be a Welcoming Ramadan series arts and crafts. Use the same link. And this is going to be with Khulud Trapulsi. And she's founder of A Crafty Arab. That's it. So, assalamu alaikum, everyone. I really enjoyed sharing my story with you and sharing the craft as well. Have a good day.
Yeah. Dr. Ham, when do we come back for the craft?
At 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay.
5 p.m.
Bye.
Right. We'll see you around.
Bye.
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 Assalamu
Bye,
alaikum.
Dr. Ham.
Bye.
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 We had to put a light.
No, that's fine.
Fine.
Oh, yeah.